Welcome back to the Scorpio channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to do a general message for Scorpio. Know that energy is fluid. Rules can be reversed. Interpret the message as it best resonates. Also know on this channel, I like to dive deep within the reading, so I look at everything, but we take time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, and see how they play out as karmic themes. This will allow you to see why everyone's doing what they're doing. And we'll also be able to see how you contribute to the imbalances that happen within your connection and what you can do to actually shape shift the energy, because you are the alchemist of your life. Now, anything of any importance or relevance to the channel you can find in the description box. I do have two quick announcements to make. One is sign up for my wait list. My wait list, if you are someone that is in need of shadow healing, you want to open up your psychic abilities, you want a little bit of life coaching, well, I'm launching something that I've been working on for a really long time, like almost my entire career. And it's finally launching October 1st. And if you sign up, which it's free to sign up, and you get a free gift upon signing up, you will be one of the first to know about this great unveiling, and you'll be able to take advantage because room is going to be very limited. It's going to be very limited. I'll vary it, but there's not going to be a lot of people that I do this with. So I just wanted you guys to know. So if it's something that you're interested in, check out the description box below. Also, I want to give a shout out to Otter Spirit, my favorite jewelry brand. This crystal jewelry. This is the grief packet. They have every single type of stone. So I also love the green. There's an amethyst along with what is that? What is that stone? Now it's like it slipped my mind. Green avertrine, but that wasn't the one that I was thinking of. But a lot of different stones. Malachite. That's what that's what I was thinking of. It's the very grounding stone, which I love. They have every single type of stone. And what's great about this company is that they give $1 to the Saving the Otters. Every time you buy bracelets, somebody buys bracelets, it's again, they donate $1 to Saving the Otters. So I love things that are in alignment, right? So crystals represent psychological and emotional aspects of ourself, which, what do I tell you? I tell you what your spiritual blocks are. I tell you what your shadows are. And so whatever medicine you need, crystals represent the medicine that you need. That's why the crystal calls to you. You think you pick the crystal, you don't. The crystal picks you. You say, no, I thought it was pretty. No, your intuition was called to that crystal, but it was the crystal that called to you through the energy vibration. So whatever we need, it's like it works as almost like an animal totem, right? The animals bring medicine. Like a dog is loyal. A dog gives unconditional love. So, but we always know that a dog is loyal. So again, people that are of a lower vibration, they would need dog medicine. That's an example, a very simple one. So again, whatever we need to implement in our life to create balance. And this is in alignment because they do good for the planet, and whatever we're putting out, we bring back to us and we get it tenfold. That's how the universe works. That's why when you're like, how come like I go through these difficult karmic cycles and I feel like the person that I'm connected to doesn't? There's never any negative karmic retribution. Unfortunately, you can inherit someone's karmic retribution. We know this when a narcissist runs from place to place to place to place, right? They don't build up the emotional connection. However, they'll come in and they'll act like they did. They'll come in and act like they did the work, but you know that they didn't do the work. And unfortunately, a lot of times the people, they like them so much because there's a lot of chemistry, they're willing to overlook that. So again, the karma obviously doesn't go to the person that deserves the karma. It goes to the person that didn't have good self-esteem, that didn't know their worth. And so the universe brings you things that you need to grow you. So when you say, why do I get these people that hurt me? It's Spirit's way of saying, are you hurting yourself? Everything is teaching you, and shadow readings give you the awareness to see. That's why I love to do these readings, because they're empowering. All right. Again, want to enter into winning free reading with me? Like the video, subscribe to the channel, have to be open to getting a shadow reading, have to be open to getting it done live. I don't say your name. You know, you can ask me the questions the day before in an email, but all readings are live. It draws attention, and I give the opportunity for other people to ask questions at the end of the reading. I just wanted to put that out there. And the email that you'll have to, if you got the notification that you're the winner, you'll have to reach out to me through my email. It's in the description box, along with all the other important information, other YouTube channels too. So if you're connected to a Virgo or a Gemini, check out my other channels. But everything that's important is in that description box. All right. Lies and illusions. Lies and illusions. That's the underlining energy. And I feel like there's a part of you that's like, who the hell is this person? It's like, who is this person? And I'm feeling like the person that you're connected to is saying that about you. Like, who is this person? How come I didn't see what I'm seeing now? Where you're looking at this person and saying, who is this person? This person isn't anyone that I thought that they were. It's again, it was a facade. It was an illusion. It was a lie, which means that maybe what we had was a lie. It's like, I thought that it was important, but by the way that you acted, I feel like it was a lie. And I feel like your person thinks that too, because there's a sense that you're fine. You're fine. You didn't call them out on their lies. You walked away. So there's a sense that everybody feels the same way, but for different reasons, which I think is kind of funny. And so this person is like, they're not confident. If there's someone that creates a lot of illusions, they want you to perceive something about them, about their life. If they're not confident, they're wounded. And so, like I said, I feel like there's a little piece of you that's like a little bit resentful over that, because you're like, you are absolutely nothing that I thought that you were. If anything, you're a narcissist. You're a narcissist. It's like you're one-sided. And the truth is that it's not that I don't feel that this person's wounded. I feel like they are wounded, but I don't think they're as bad as a narcissist. I think you triggered this person, and you triggered this person because you knew what you wanted. And because you knew what you wanted, you gave this person very like rigid guidelines, or that's how they see it, even though I don't think that it's rigid. It would be seen as rigid to someone that's wounded, right? When we're dealing with people that are wounded, they're not seeing things as they are. They see things as they are. And so, like I said, I feel like they're in a place of regret. And believe it or not, they feel as if you abandoned them, when meanwhile, they abandoned you. They abandoned themselves. So now I feel like it's brought this person back to a place of their original trauma. This has happened a few times to this person. You know, people don't just create illusions. They don't just live a lie. They live a lie because they went through trauma. And so I feel like the severe trauma made this person disassociate. So you're like, well, I feel like this happened a long time ago. And I feel like that they shouldn't, but yes, but they're delayed. And they're delayed because trauma will do that. And the reason why is because the fight, flight, freeze, and this person got stuck in the freeze, and they don't think. And so they don't really remember. And a lot of time has passed. And that's why you're like, well, I doubt it that this person even even cares, and this person doubts that you would even take them back. So it's gotten to the point where what's left is this, meaning like that they doubt. So someone has to move. And the problem is that your person like doesn't feel good about themselves, but their idea of what would make them suitable is like to be perfect because they have shame. And that's a goal that's never going to be achieved. So I feel like they hold back, but even though they hold back, they're obsessed. And they're obsessed because they're angry and worried. They're angry and worried because they held back from you for a long time because of their pride. Now they feel like they back themselves into a corner and now they're powerless. That's the way that they feel. Yeah, like, and then they see you as like that you're excessive, meaning like you don't let things go. Like you got to keep it up. Like you've already told them, they already know. So let them find their process, let them figure it out. But it's almost like they're not moving fast enough for you. And where this person is like, you overstate the situation. Like you go over and over, you ruminate. They know that you ruminate, they know that it bothers you. And so they feel like you're not grounded. You get very emotional at them and that overstimulates them. But they're like, you go on, and it's because this person gave you trust issues. You have trust issues, like, and you want to make sure that this person's going to do the right thing. And what I'm here to tell you, because I'm going to intervene, because like I said, this channel, it's like when you continue to tell this person, it's like you're telling them what to do. That's how they see it. And then they don't like that because they want to find their own process. We all want to find our own process. So you staring at it and being like, are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? This person feels that. They're like, time's ticking, and they could feel your frustration because they did create a lot of bullshit. But remember, what's driving them to create all that bullshit is the fact that they're wounded, the fact that they have to cover their lies, have to back up the illusions of who they want you to think that they are. Now, why am I telling you that? I'm telling you that because it's very draining for this person to do that. It's hard to do that 24/7 to keep continue a facade, not to mention they're not in the energy of love, unconditional love. They're in a place of fear. That's draining. It literally taxes our adrenals, that fight, flight, freeze. So they recreate that trauma environment because of what they do, and they don't realize that they're asleep. So you overstating, it's like you're putting the square peg in the circle hole. It's the fact that you want this so bad, it has become an attachment where you're like, this person needs to be, but they're not going to do it. You have the way that you want them to do it. So the best thing is to walk away. The best thing is to act like you don't care. Let them have their thing. The thing is, that's hard because they came in with the lie and the illusion that they were ready. So it's almost like you feel like they're going backwards. And that's why you're like, wait a minute, like you're not making me feel safe. That's why it's excessive. That's why they feel like you're overstating the situation. That's why you are overstating the situation because you're not being heard. And it's like this person is haunted. It's like, and I feel like now you're a little haunted, like you're a little bit like, I don't know if I can trust you because like worried from the past. And this person is like, I don't know if I can come towards you because I don't know whether or not I'm going to be good enough, whether I'm going to do the right things, say the right things. So again, this person is trying to figure things out, and that's not the way that it's done. You want this person in their heart if you care about them. anyway, like, or if you wanted them to be in a relationship, the most authentic energy is when we're in our heart. Dutiful. So, like, I also feel like they tend to neglect their own needs and they give too much to other people. So they give to other people that aren't giving them back. And why I feel that is because this person wouldn't be in such a low vibration. When you give so much and you neglect your own needs, what you're doing is you're telling people not to respect you. This person does it to get respect. They do it to get love. And what happened is that they did get that, but it was ego based. Like, oh, thank you so much. It's like, it was like praise, but it really didn't come from the heart. The praise, it was just like, if they it's like, oh yeah, thank you, you're the greatest. But then it's, I don't really care, just as long as you do it. I'm not going to give you anything in return for all the work that you're doing. I'm not going to give you anything emotionally. I'm not going to give you anything. And you're not getting anything. Your job is to continue to give to us. And that's what happens when you are at a low vibration and you're acting dutiful and you're neglecting your own life. It's keeping this person stuck in the perception that they really can't, they can't be in a relationship, and also not to trust people, because what they're being continually being shown is that relationships are one-sided. I feel as if they're also dutiful to people that at one time held in a very important place in their life, but no longer do, but also don't know how to get out of that situation. And so again, what you know is, well, if you're dutiful over there, you're not dutiful over here, and I don't really want that. It's like, I don't want to be, again, you're getting resentful because you're coming in, this person had a connection to you. Here it is, you think that they're a divine masculine or feminine in their best energy, and they're not. And you're like, what is this? And what you see is a bunch of lies and illusions that this person created to, have a little passion, have a little fun, in their life, to have a little connection, because they don't really believe that they can have it any other way. But in that, it's like they've created that self-fulfilling prophecy because they don't really believe it. You're looking at them and you're like, well, what is this? And so, like I said, it's inconsistency, because I don't know how to respond to you. But you're like, well, your inconsistency makes me very moody. And it also, because I'm continually thinking that you're not reliable, to me, that I can't trust you. It goes back to trust. Meanwhile, this person has the major trust issues, but they do everything to create trust issues. They don't trust you, they don't trust anyone, but they're the ones that really need to, like, not be trusted. Because when you do call them out on it and you do tell them, they don't want to face it. The self-righteousness, which is judging you for your reaction and not looking at what they do and almost justifying why they do what they do. And so again, this person's supposed to be building an emotional connection, and what they do is they create a lot of rules, a lot of rigid behavior, a lot of one-sided energy, and they act arrogant. Self-righteous is arrogant, where you're not going to get anywhere with this person. It's like you're going to feel like you're going around and around in circles, because they're projecting their wounds onto you, but you also have wounds with like on the same things. So that's what's the irony. It's like, yes, you probably wouldn't have this wouldn't have bothered you if there wasn't trauma before. Yeah, like you're tired, you had enough of the abuse, because that's how you saw it. You're like, you're in, you're out, you're moody, you're controlling, you're one-sided. I've already dealt with that, but then meanwhile, you're gonna be dutiful to other people. You mean to me, the person that you want to give to you emotionally, that's the passion is emotional, but you're not that person to me. Like you're trying to get it, like you're so arrogant and that you're that oh so great. And I feel like again, you saw right through the illusion, like you're not the prize. I'm the prize. It's like this person was trying to sell themselves as they were the prize. And, they've lived this life where they've created a lot of that, again, that they're so desirable because they talk to a lot of people. They have a lot of people in their inboxes. They have a lot of people that they keep on the back burner, the side burner, the front burner, so they think that they have a lot of options. The options just aren't good. However, because you hold to the standard, this person cheats. That's why they're inconsistent. That's why it's abusive. That's why when you call them out, you do call them out on what they do. And they're excessive. They're excessive in their addictive behaviors. So, like I said, it's like they feel like shit about themselves because of that, but then they'll go and they'll give to other people, and that almost justifies it. Well, they feel like they're a good person when really they're not a good person because the people who they're helping aren't really good and they're not really doing, they're just, and their intention for why they're doing it is not of a higher consciousness. It's to be praised. It's so that their ego would be fed. And I feel like for a long time, that's what happened. But people didn't really care. They were like, because this person was getting more and more and more arrogant. So they must run a business. They must have pay, have money somewhere, take care of people. And as long as the resources, and if it's not money, it's some resource that they give, as long as they can provide, they're liked, they were praised. But now it's like, I feel like because this person became so arrogant of, that they thought that they could do whatever the hell that they wanted to do. And now it's like the people that would praise them for doing, they're not really like praising them. It's not that they don't thank them, but they're not getting anything in return, is what I'm trying to get at. It's not pumping them up and it's not feeding their ego enough. But they're connected to those people and that life. Which means that you're not getting. So you don't really care one way or the other because you're like, well, I'm not getting. Yeah, this person, like I said, in order to be able to be dutiful, they have to use like substances. They have to drink, they have to do things, which I said earlier. It's like because they're avoiding reality. And then it's like, but why? It's like, it doesn't, it's like, why? And it's because they don't really know who they are. And I get that because of hidden gifts, right? Hidden gifts are that this person has a lot of shadows. And not all the time are shadows spiritual blocks. However, we've seen a lot here so far, such as self-righteous is a sign of being very arrogant. Arrogance is out of alignment. Being abusive is out of alignment. We see a lot of toxic traits is what I'm getting at. And when a person has a lot of shadows, well, they also have gifts that they haven't developed yet. So they don't really know who they are. I'm not saying that they don't have a job. They go off to a job, but that it's very Groundhog's Day. Every day is the same thing. And they're not passionate about it. And at one time, maybe they were passionate about it, but due to having to carry everyone else and do for everyone else, they don't have a heart in it anymore. They feel like they're just existing And so they have their addictions for their entertainment, that's when we're living from a very low vibrational consciousness. It's like usually we're working a job just for money, and we get our entertainment and our happiness and our emotional fulfillment. Someone else fills up our cup outside of us, and that is never good energy. That's why the people that are connected to this person that your person's being so dutiful for are able to manipulate, are able to, because this person doesn't know who they are. Where are they going into? I don't know where I would go. I'm going to be with you. Where am I going to go? What am I going to do? Like, I'm bound to this life. That's what they feel like. That's why they feel powerless. They feel powerless, and that's why they're like, well, I might as well just check out, because that's the only entertainment and fun that I have. And then I don't care. I don't care. I'm wasted. I don't care. And these people, like they said, that are connected to this person will allow this person to stay in that energy vibration as long as they keep giving. Yeah, they want to stay blind. Want to stay blind. It's like they refuse to see the truth of the matter. And the truth of the matter is that those people that they're connected to don't have their best interest. You had their best interest. They don't know you enough because they haven't invested in you enough. They have major trust issues. So everything that they see is distorted. We see what we look for. So if we imagine that someone's a cheater, eventually that's what we're going to see. We're going to read into everything that way. And that's who this person is. This person allows other people to dictate their life. They get their emotional happiness and their safety and security from giving to these people. They haven't seen that the relationship has changed due to their arrogance at one point. And the thing is, I don't think that your person's arrogant anymore. I feel like these people actually took them down a notch. But when they took them down a notch, they didn't treat them the same anymore. And that's why they're like, I don't want to be here anymore. Yeah, and so that's why they play coy with you, like they're trying to be elusive so that they don't have to commit. It's like they want you in their life, but they're not in a position to invite you in their life. And it's because they stay in this low vibration. So it's like they don't really know what to do about the situation. So they don't want you to come close. So you're going to come close, you're going to see it all. You're going to see it all, you're going to judge them, you're going to abandon them too. Where this person feels like these people that they've given to have been in their life, and because they've been in their life for a long time, they never left me. This person has fear of abandonment majorly. So, like I said, they play it down with you. So let's see, are they going to be able to do anything? I want to know, are they going to do anything? Are they going to? That's really what I want to see. Because it's almost like they're really uncomfortable. I mean, they're living their life wasted to like deal with their environment and to stay suppressed, to not have feelings. That's why if you tap into this person, you're like, I don't really feel them. Yeah, they're wasted all the time. That's why you don't feel them. They're not thinking about you. They're in survival mode. And it's because they don't really know, like, they know that something's very wrong, and they know that like everything's changed, but they don't know where to go. They don't know what to do. It's like they don't have a purpose. It's like they feel like they're stuck there. Their survival security is there. So it's making this person sick. It's again, they're getting sick. I don't think this person would leave, but it's like the underlying condition, right, is the fact that they're majorly stressed out and they can't figure out Yeah, it's almost like if this person was married, they're getting a divorce. If again they had a business with people, it's ending. Whatever is happening right now, it's breaking up. It's a very strange situation, and it's the end. So this person is trying to deny that it's the end. They're holding on to the facade because they don't know what to do. This is why they're not coming towards you. This is why they're drunk. So I don't know whether, like, if it was a divorce, a separation, just business partners that, again, like that, whatever it was, it's the final straw. It's again, the cold hard truth is that it's ending. And it's not so much that it's ending the job because this person wasn't happy with the job, or even if it was the marriage, they were not happy with the marriage. It's the fact that, where am I going? I stayed in this situation because it was comfortable. It was comfortable to be uncomfortable, attached to a karmic, most likely, because it's like, and this person has no love for that person. It's like it was whoever they were surrounded by. If it wasn't that, it was family members, and it's like, I'm ready to leave. It's not even that. What it is that this person feels rejection and they feel abandoned, which, by the way, is how I feel like they feel that what you did was that you abandoned them. But you're like, I didn't abandon you. You didn't give me anything. So I wasn't investing. Yeah, it's gonna force this person to actually, like, they don't have a choice. They are only going to be able to stay in this place for a very limited time before, like, whoever they're hiding behind the job, it tells them to leave. Like, again, they're hiding behind it. Like, whether they live in a house with someone, they're being told to leave, whatever it is that, like I said, it's ending. And so it's making this person, like, do a lot of self-improvement. They're actually trying to, like, strengthen themselves. They're determined to discipline themselves, to push forward. That's what it's like. So it's not, it's like they have no choice. They have no choice. And so if they finally get to a place, it's like they're fighting it now. They're like, maybe I can get away with, maybe it really won't be as bad, but they know that it's bad. That's why they're drinking to escape. And it's not because they want to stay around these people, but again, who am I? What'll I have? I'll be like a rolling stone. I won't have a job. I won't have a place to live. I won't have, like, strip them of everything that they have, their identity, the persona, the lies and the illusions that they created. It's going to be a mockery. It's going to be, they're going to be a spectacle. They're going to, this is a lot of shame, which is why this person, again, feels if they came in, they would need to be perfect. And now they don't really feel like they can be perfect, where there is no such thing as perfect. You can do something as simple as mow the lawn, cook a meal, go grocery shopping with somebody. You don't need to buy it, but again, help them, like, whatever it is, help. You don't need to have a lot of money, and that's why this is actually happening to this person. This person needs to see that they can't hide behind material things. That's not what's going to make them happy. But they'd actually have to, like, push forward and climb out of the ditch, and which is this energy, which is, I'm going to push forward, self-improve, emotional force. So they're going to be honest. They're using their intuition, and there is an emotional force between you and this person, and that's the spiritual connection. We don't do anything. A lot of times without that connection, it makes us change. It's a catalyst to make things happen. It's again, look at this. It's like hidden things, diving deep. This person does. They're diving in deep, and when they do, they're going to be opening up. There's a lot of things that are hidden from this person. Again, the spiritually, things that they need to heal. And they're going to open up because this situation also that's happening is an emotional force. It's a negative emotional force that everything's coming to an end, and like, but nevertheless, it's still a catalyst to help this person change. So again, what we see right now is that they are, like, look at this, even this, like, wisdom, honesty, perception, loyalty, subconscious mind from doing the actual, like, self-improvement. So they're actually in a place of healing after this situation, which is good. I feel like they're exhausted and that they would need to do that. Yeah, happening soon. This situation or event is a question is going to come soon. So they're going to come to you soon. And I feel that because nothing else is going on in their life. You might bump into this person. Something with them and you is going to happen soon. Whether they reach out through social media, whether or not they, bump into you, whether or not they're bold and actually call, like they're going to do something because there's an emotional connection. And then the reason why also is because they see you as being like very balanced, someone that's will help alleviate their suffering, someone that cares for other people, someone that's helpful and ethical. So you might be someone that is a counselor. You might be someone that just has a lot of healing energy, someone that is generous, okay? Someone that has a calm life and someone that can help them alleviate their suffering. It's going to be helpful to them. That's why they're coming to you, almost like a friend. Yeah, but it's like you said, they're gonna triumph it over this evil. I just feel like it's not an easy journey for this person. Like they're going through the dark night of the soul. There's a lot of destruction, like everything that this person had based their life on is coming to an end. They're afraid also when they come to you that there's going to be conflict. So I feel like part of them too is trying to shift the energy, wants to make sure that when they come in, you're not going to be angry because of everything that they were, but they're not the same person. Yeah, like it's like this person, when they come to you, they're going to do it fast. And there's someone that, again, is used to being like a little bit of a lone wolf, nonconformist. And so, again, they want a relationship. I just don't think they want a conventional relationship. So that doesn't mean that they would be dating 80 different people, but almost like they need a lot of freedom. So this person might have a lot of friends. They might have, even though they're a lone wolf, right? They tend to like just do things on their own. They would have to be if they, if relationships usually don't work out. But what we do know is when they come towards you, when they move out of this healing phase, they're gonna come to you very fast because they want to know. And yeah, because this person, like I said, it's like they really whatever legacy that they destroyed it. They like, due to like the games that they played, like they suffocated. So this person's not gonna, again, they're not gonna be in a good place. They're again afraid you're gonna persecute them. And this is again, they're gonna take quick action towards you because they're passionate. They're passionate and they're going to try their luck. They don't know. So if you're asking, do they think I'm just going to take them back? They don't know. They're praying on a star, wishing on a star. They're hoping for luck. They just know that they're passionate, that, and I don't even think that they know when they're coming. And I think it's because they don't know. They don't know. They don't know anything about where they're going to be, where are they going to live, with the home that they're going to have, the job that they're going to have, like what life. This is a whole overhaul of this person's life. It's like they have to still yet have an idea of who they are. Yeah, they're going to travel though. And things are going to work out. They have a mindset that things are going to work out. I'm telling you, like it's again, and it's because they transformed the situation. Transformation. They destroyed whatever was there. The alchemy is the transmutation. And the transmutation is that this person is actually doing everything different. What they're doing, get that everything that was burnt down to the ground, so was ego. And I feel like you just happen to come into this person's life right before this happened, and that could be in like 10 years before or 5 years before. It's like you were in this person's life for a long time and they were living the funk. So they were playing a little game. But what happened is that their head got more and more and more arrogant because they didn't really, they got their happiness from being so dutiful to the other people that they worked with or who they were associated with, that it turned the relationship toxic. Because that's what happens. It's like if you continue to keep giving and you're not appreciated, and you're going to try and get your emotional fulfillment somewhere else. This person did, through drinking, through partying, through having a different person on every single burner, back burner, front burner. So, and these people that they're connected to, let them stay in that vibration. It didn't feel good. And with you, like I said, I can't let you in because like my life isn't what it really shows you that it is. And so again, not to mention these people, I'm sure are not going to let me, because here it is. Your person is just the person that's doing everything. So, all that had to come to an end. I feel like it came to an end because your person got sick, is getting sick, where they don't have a choice. And so they have to actually do, like, they actually have to heal themselves, like on a physical level, not just a spiritual level. This person has a lot of pain, and it's the underlying condition is that they're suppressed, that that people are using them, that they're not living their life, that they've been living behind a facade, that they created lies and illusions to get people to like them. And in that, what they did was teach people that they're not valuable, and that all that was doing was feeding their ego for a little while. But now that it's gone, this person is almost like devastated because it's like none of it was real. So they're like, I did all of this for these people, and look how little appreciative that they are. They don't care about me at all. So I think it's like that they were trying to like fake the funk, that they were still getting along with everybody, and they weren't. It's like, and they knew that the people weren't good, but they still stayed there because it's like, well, I want to hide behind the facade. I want to still hold on to stuff, the appearance, all of it. And they didn't want to leave it behind, but they wind up leaving it behind. They resisted it, but I feel like somebody else pulled the plug. And again, it's like everything crashed and burned, like the phoenix, right before the phoenix rises. The phoenix actually sets itself on fire, and then the ashes go to the bottom of the cage, and then eventually again it recreates itself, rises from the ashes. This person, you met them right before the fall, and then you watch them again. That's why you're like, who the fuck is this person? It's like you're watching them crash and burn, but it's actually them coming back as a different person. It's actually is a good thing, because they're not coming back the same person. That's the thing. Look at this. The end, it's just the beginning. It's like it's the end of that life. It's like it's the beginning of a new life. And that new life is, again, whatever they want it to be. And they want it to be with you right now. Yeah, they're tired though. They know it's overdue. By the time that they come, it's going to be very overdue, but then they're going to be exhausted. But they have nostalgia with you. It's again, so they're tired. Yeah, new beginnings, fresh start. It's like it's again, this person wants to nurture it. They want to be different. They see look vulnerable. Like this person, I don't think has ever been vulnerable. Like the connection really has unlimited potential, because there is love there, believe it or not. It's just this person was living a lie and was hiding behind that lie for a long time. So we have to say, are you going to take this person back? I mean, some of you guys will, some of you guys won't. We know that because it's a collective reading. But I'm only going to pull like two to see, like, what do you feel? Maybe I should use a different deck. Let me use a different deck. What are your feelings towards it? Leap of faith. You're gonna take that chance. You're gonna take that chance, because it's again, this person I feel like never does that. They never come back, because there's infinite possibilities, because it's again, there's this connection there is, and this person coming back different. Now I said two, but I'm gonna pull one more. Limitless potential, like literally, like the connection has the power to go the distance. It does, because this person is coming back different. They surrender their ego. They're starting from fresh. So if you're going to allow them to start over, to start fresh, this person, I feel like they were living a lie. And in the fact that they were living a lie and trying to please those people that they're dutiful to, there wasn't nothing left to give to anybody else. So they were selfish then. They were only thinking about themselves then. But I feel like, again, it's because they didn't know what to do. They were like, I don't know what type of job. And they're obviously not going to tell you that. I'm going to leave and then I'm going to be homeless. I'm going to have a job and not know what kind of job I'm going to have. Yeah, that's real attractive. So that's why this person like didn't know what to do when they avoid. But they don't have a choice now. They're going to come back and they're going to tell you. That's the thing. Because they're like, I have nothing to lose. Everything just crashed and burned. So what do I have to lose? It's like, I need help. I'm going to go to the person that I feel like can help me. Someone that I can talk to. Someone that is going to be patient with me. That someone, and that this person sees you as that. Even if you don't want to be that right now, it's like, that's what they remember. Trauma. You attracted this person because of your own trauma. Now, childhood trauma, when our parents can't be there for us, right? I think that your parents loved you, but they couldn't be there for you because they had their own trauma. And I feel like you got this person, the universe brought you this person to teach you about unconditional love, that your parents did have unconditional love. That's just the way that it looked because of their wounds, that they were just people. And maybe you're not going to see it from that perception. So let me bring you someone else that will also have a lot of psychological reversals from the trauma that they've gone through, where they get in their own way and they don't act proper, but you can feel that there really is a true connection to the point that this person that normally has a big ego, they're coming back. They're doing things different. So trauma, support, again, that's what I felt. I felt like with your parents, the way that you grew up, there was a lack of support. And that could be emotional support. I feel like even for some of you guys, it wasn't just emotional support, it was financial support. There wasn't enough food in the house, there wasn't enough resources. You had to figure out how you were going to how you were going to get your resources at a young age. So you were always coming from a place of lack. You know, when we perceive that there's not enough, then we're afraid, and then we again come from a place of lack. So I feel like you came from a place of lack, not not knowing your full potential, not seeing yourself the right way due to the trauma, lies and secrecy. So I feel like you came from an alcoholic family, or there was substance abuse, that was the big secret that we didn't tell people. Obviously, we're not going to tell our friends, we're not going to tell people. Something that we have to protect. We have to lie about it. And so again, we're not our lies, but in the fact that we're spending a lot of time in childhood protecting a lie, we're not going out and creating ourselves. So there's parts of ourselves that we don't really know. There's gifts that are also need to be uncovered with inside of you, not just wounds. And the lie, I feel like, is again the perception of who you are, right? Who you are, where it's not, where it's again, I feel rage. There's another one, obviously, when we're, have trauma and we're not getting supported and we feel like we have to protect our family instead of go out and find ourselves. Then there's a feeling like we can't, or that life doesn't work out because we're not coming from our true self. Again, we're coming from the mask. And that creates a lot of anger, it creates a lot of rage because we continue to see ourselves as inadequate. So I feel like you saw yourself as inadequate due to the trauma. And the lies and the secrets were also the fact that maybe your parent was really abusive. For some of you, emotionally abusive, where it's like, I'm not going to share that, but I don't have support. And it's traumatizing to me. And it makes me so angry because life is so difficult because of that. I don't get the support. And then there was a card that was flipped over that I'm going to take because my intuition told me to take it, which is space. So in this empty space, is where you create the empty spot. Think of it as an empty canvas. See, if you are an empty canvas, you're going to attract people that are empty or people of a low vibration because there's only two energies, love and fear. So you have to create with that, because you're not your rage and you're not your trauma. Again, there's gifts, the same as this person that you're connected to. Misunderstanding, no one gets me. And I feel like I see a lot of mirroring energy between you and this person. So you may not be twins, but you like twin flames, but maybe like very soulmates, like life partner soulmates, because I see a lot of the same energies, like misunderstand, no one gets me, I feel like I don't fit in, I feel like there's something wrong with me, that makes me angry, that the trauma make, I have distorted perceptions about myself, and in that, life is hard, I don't have the support. But really, when we are, creating ourselves and are becoming ourselves, we get support through the people that we interact with, and we get energy from investing in ourselves, through learning, through growing, through all those different ways where I feel like your person has never done that. So what Spirit's saying is you need to do it. That's because of your own trauma. And also because this person, you wouldn't know what balance was. Your balance is formed around your purpose. It's like you need to put most of your time, your energy, your focus, your money, your resources towards creating yourself. That's what the empty space is for. Otherwise, it becomes congested with what might happen, what could happen, and more our fears. And if we didn't have support and people misunderstood us, we already feel inadequate due to the trauma. Well, now we feel even more, and that creates a lot of rage, and we cannot create anything positive with rage. Now, it doesn't mean that you don't have rage inside of you and your person doesn't have rage inside of them, but understand if this person's coming back and it's a twin flame connection, well, that rage is fire and it can be transmuted into purpose. So the soulmate twin flame connection is all about manifesting while they are clearing their spiritual blocks, that they're integrating the traits of their twin that they perceived as wounded within inside of themselves. The twin helps them to do it. So that severe trauma. So that's what Spirit's saying. There was severe trauma due to no support. And when there's no support, then we create facades or perceptions, I should say, not facades. Well, we will create facades if we are creating perceptions about ourselves. But we're never going to get good results with the rage. So that rage needs to be channeled. And that was 6 for that. And then we're going to end it off with one more. So I'm not going to say it's a twin flame connection. However, due to the Phoenix, like again, this person wants to step into their divine like being and do things the right way. So it could just be a life partner, but it's a strong spiritual bond. It's a significant one that has the power to go the distance. So I don't say twin because twins are not that easy to deal with. Your twin flame, like they're getting triggered all the time. Their personality is different. I don't really feel that with this. I feel like your personalities, you guys have a good camaraderie. It's not so paradoxical. So we end off with success. I grow and I thrive in the universe. I discover the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me towards victory. I direct my thoughts towards clarity and nurture wisdom, love and goodness within me. I am free now and I succeed in my life. So again, it's almost like I feel like this person's coming into your life to also help you. Once you're helping each other, but this person's going to help you succeed within your career, I feel like. Good success. And that fact that you can discover the purity in your heart. See, this person has blocks within their heart. You're clear. That's why they're going to come to you, because they're like, I feel you're somebody that's compassionate, someone that's pure, someone that won't judge me. And that the higher wisdom you have, again, that higher wisdom is the higher self, the God part of self, that Spirit talks to you. And so you listen to that. And that's what actually always guides you towards victory. That's why you didn't get tricked with this person. And that, you it's actually your love and your goodness that allows this person to feel safe, to feel calm, that they can open up and be a little bit more vulnerable. And over time, I can see why the relationship would work out. But what Spirit's saying is all the time about thriving, not just growing, but thriving. So I feel like it's during that time, that's what this person's coming in, and they may not be helping you in the beginning of the relationship. You may be helping them more in the beginning of the relationship, but they're definitely going to help you. And they're going to help you in business. That's what it shows, because it's success. Like you grow and you thrive in the universe, and to and your purity in your heart, that fact that you don't judge this person and you give it a chance, that's how they're able to actually give back and make it up to you. But it's going to require you to trust them first, even though that they didn't earn it. So I'm going to leave that there, Scorpio. You let me know how you resonated with this one, and I'll talk to you soon.